What's next for David Goggins? I mean, technically, the next 20 years, you're going to be going back to the start line.
Yes.
Potentially, you're going to go back before you can go forward.
Right.
I mean, you must know it's still a battle every day.
It is. So, like I said, man, I don't know everything at all, but I have to continue to stay in the battle to get more knowledge. The second you put, so this is what happens. A lot of people who are motivational speakers, and I don't consider myself a motivational speaker at all. I'm not even that. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm a teacher, as you know, whatever it is. But the second you think that you got it figured out, a lot of us, like for instance, people who graduate Navy SEAL training, people who graduate anything in life, MIT, they believe if I graduate MIT, that's it. That's the pinnacle. That's when you fail. That's when you're no longer a teacher. That's when you're no longer a leader. That's when you're no longer anything. All you are is an MIT graduate. All I would have been is a Navy SEAL. Most people in society have that mindset. They put this Mount Everest in their mind. Whatever it may be, MIT, SEAL training, Ranger School, CEO, Mount Everest is there. They climb it, they put the flag in there, and they immediately realize, I'm at the highest elevation in the world. So what must you do? I gotta get down. This is the death zone. They don't figure out, how long can I stay up in this motherfucker? How long? I can't stay up here on my own oxygen, so I'm gonna bring up about 50 fucking bottles of O2, because I'm not coming down from here. And that was my mindset. So right now, for me to continue to teach people, I gotta bring a whole fucking bunch of bottles up on Mount Everest. Because once you start coming down, it's over. It's over. Once you get to the top, you gotta stay up there and keep looking for another Mount Everest to climb. But it takes a whole bunch of oxygen, a whole bunch of suffering to do that. So you never arrived. So right now, I know I'm still not shit. All I'm doing is I'm giving you 44 years of knowledge of what I gained. Story's not over yet. I have more knowledge to give, which means I gotta hike up some more fucking bottle on top of Mount Everest.
And that's what you're doing now.
That's what I'm doing now.
You're out there as a firefighter and
going back to the grind, man. Seeing how the mind works.
hanging out with 20-year-olds.
Hanging out with 20-year-olds.
Digging ditches to make fires stop. I mean, that sounds like brutal work.
It's tough work, man, but it's even, for me now, is that my health is really good. So now I'm getting back into the running aspect of it, the racing, the lonely hours of training. That's where I really, really saw a lot of it. It wasn't in the firefighting, even though it's brutal, the Navy SEAL training, brutal. It was in these long 30, 40 hours, breaking the pull-up record, failing, getting these highs and lows and wanting to leave and saying, man. It's hard to think about you have 100 more miles to go and you've already gone 100 miles and your body's broken. There's not a lot, there's a lot that goes into that, man, and you think a lot out there. There's a lot of growth in that.
So that is going to be your Mount Everest with the oxygen bottles going forward. That's solo work, you think?
Solo work.
That's how you can expand and evolve and maybe send some more knowledge back to us.
It's all about the solo work, man, because that's where you really dive into it.
I can always see that about you, You always, that seems to be your thing, man. That's like where you're going to look for that light, going out there on your own, doing that stuff.
It's hard to find knowledge in a group because everybody's talking, it's too loud.
Right.
It's too noisy, man. You go to New York City, you go to London, traffic, everything going on, everybody's preoccupied. When you're alone, man, in that space, there's no horns honking. There's no people yelling. So in that quiet, there's a lot of darkness in that quiet, man. And you figure out a lot of stuff, whether it be bad or good, you figure it out.
Yeah.
If you stay.